Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Ian, this is Opinion, and well, I made it. Seeing this just in reviews on YouTube and stuff like that just did not do it any justice whatsoever. And I walked in and I just had to like stop and process for a moment because it is so much to take in, and it's really, I'm totally sold. The park was actually pretty busy on this particular day, but what's nice about Galaxy's Edge is it's really expansive, so there's plenty of room to explore, there's plenty of room for foot traffic and crowds, and I think that they really got a good handle on the pedestrian design aspect of this land. So one of my favorite things in the land right now is as you walk around, there's atmosphere sounds all over the place. You can hear ships flying by, you can hear animals. If you're walking in a little shrubbed area, like with trees and stuff, you hear creatures and things meddling around in the bushes. It is so complete. It's probably the most atmospheric of any of the lands, I think, here at the park, honestly. The marketplace was really cool. It was reminiscent of, you know, like Morocco and Adventureland, but set in space. And it featured smaller vendors in little stalls. The creature stall was really cool because I like aliens, and it's where you can buy plushes and toys of tauntauns and wampas and all sorts of stuff. And they also have all sorts of little creatures living in aquariums and tanks littered throughout the store, so you can get up close and personal with those. I think my favorite shop here is the Toydarian right behind me, because they make really unique items out of like wood, and they kind of like reuse and recycle and repurpose things. It's kind of like a thrift store, but an expensive thrift store. Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities is definitely one of the highlights there. There is so much merchandise in there and so much to look at, and it's overwhelming, but in a wonderful way. If you are a diehard Star Wars fan, this will probably be your favorite shop, especially if you've got some money to spend. You're most likely going to find something that you really don't need, but you buy it anyway. This is another one of the stores in the land that has creatures, and they had a Dianaga. The Dianaga kind of freaked me out because it reminded me of aliens, and I thought that it was going to press up against the glass and try to, you know, eat my face. I don't know what this lily pad creature was, but I couldn't resist it. Just floating there, looking cute. They had the baby Sarlacc that everyone has a lot of comments about. And this Doc Ondar animatronic is incredible. It's one of the best animatronics I've ever seen. So there's a resistance section on the west side of the land and a first order section on the east side of the land. So it kind of looks like two diametrically opposed forces have taken over the park. This is an atmospheric element that I really liked. They had Chewbacca working on one of the X-Wings that was docked on the resistance side of the park. And if they build on this and have more of this all over the land, it'll really feel like a lived-in city. The resistance side of the land does feel a little sparse and empty, but that's because the ride is not open yet, and the ride takes up a lot of, you know, area code. So I think that area of the land will really thrive once it's up and running. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I think there's only two of them. It's the same ones, but there's stormtroopers that walk around and they yell at people all day. It's a great job to have. They tell them to get out of the way, move along, all that good stuff. If I was going to be anybody here, I think that's who I'd want to be. So the stormtroopers are looking for somebody, and look at the guests. They just are like, they try to screw them up and tell them which way to go the wrong way. Yeah, they're after some. The stormtroopers were harassing a service dog. They were actually asking a dog for its identification. So I was actually just approached by a cast member who works here. He said, "Hey, I heard you talking about the stormtroopers, and it's probably the best job in the park. They're actually hiring." So All you people who are saying that there's layoffs going on, suck it. This area here where the Millennium Falcon is has a lot of space in it. The line is really crowded, and the smaller streets have a lot of foot traffic on them, a lot of shopping and stuff like that. But this area is nice and it's great for pictures. And look what's in the background, I can't believe it. It does kind of take your breath away to walk into this plaza and see this. If I had anything, you know what I'd want to see more of is aliens and droids. There's plenty of room for that, and I think they're going to figure that out as the park goes along and they kind of see what they might add. I would love droids and aliens running around. And right over here is the hidden Mickey. Not so hidden, it's in the Millennium Falcon Plaza, made with 3 blast marks. Woo! Pew pew. The droid depot was pretty cool. I did not buy one. The inside was strangely reminiscent of the Star Tours queue line. Plenty to look at, and those droids take a lot of accessories, so you'll need your wallet. I saw tons of kids carrying around their finished droids walking around the park all day long. So much money. The only thing I actually ended up buying because I thought it was so cool and they had never made it before was this Resistance MRE pack, which is a replica of Luke's provision pack that he takes out, and you see it briefly in the film when he crashes on Dagobah, and Yoda goes through it, and Luke's got his little food nuggets in there. So this one comes packaged with all sorts of candy and goodies, and I shared that. We ate all that, but now I have the package, and I'm very happy about that. It's all I wanted, and it's on one of the outside carts on the Resistance end of the land. The cantina is really great because you go in, it's really casual atmosphere, it was not packed at all, and it's very social because they have you sit at really big booths with other people and you get to talk to other guests about their day and like if they're having a good time and stuff. Super relaxed atmosphere. The music is really good. I tried 3 different drinks and just one of them got me just a little bit buzzed, and that was kind of nice in the afternoon. All right, is this another hidden Mickey? You tell me. No idea. But it's on a 2nd floor. You can't even see the rest of the park. It really does feel like you are completely somewhere else and somewhere completely different. And I'm sold. I thought, who the hell is spending 4 hours in this land? But you know what? It takes 3 hours just to look around it and kind of process everything that you're looking at. And you just kind of forget for a while. You just forget. Honestly, at first I thought that it was gonna feel really foreign and really weird and like, you know, what is this? This doesn't feel like Star Wars. And you know, oh, there goes another ship. You hear the ships flying by? They do that all over the place. I do feel like I am in something related to Star Wars. There's tons of little details about the old trilogy. You can spend hours in here just looking for little nods and hints and Easter eggs, all sorts of cool stuff. Probably one of the most impressive things about this land is it really follows suit with Star Wars in that, you know, George Lucas wanted to create a lived-in universe, and this does look lived in. The only thing missing, really for me, was the population. You know, like, where are the citizens of this port? Who are the people that live here besides the college kids working their summer jobs selling merchandise? But I keep saying it, but they definitely need aliens. They need droids in the cantina. It'd be cool if they had a couple regular patrons, like alien patrons, who would come in and kind of hang out there at the bar. You could have the stormtroopers come into the bar. There's endless possibilities for character interaction with guests, and it's an element that is desperately needed. This is where we go into the Millennium Falcon, and this is where I kind of start pooping in my pants. What?
Good luck to you all. You might need it. Today's flight takes you to the gunners. You clear the path. Pilots, line up behind the train. And engineers, you harpoon that precious cargo. All right, into the cockpit. I hope you are ready, my friends.
What do I even do?
Protecting the train. Take them out. They've locked onto us. Take evasive action.
I did it.
Yes, you got one. Excellent, my friends. Now power up the ship. Well, I have the golden axiom. Get out of here. It's a distraction. Fire the missiles in the train. Hurry. Watch out. The Star Destroyer is collapsing. I don't believe it, but we made it. Now, let's get out.
That was kind of intense. It was a lot of button pushing, and I actually couldn't pay much attention to where we were going or what was going on because I had to pay really close attention to what I was supposed to push. I was an engineer, so yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot going on. But I think the graphics looked really good, and it was an interesting ride. This place at night is absolutely gorgeous. Look at these colors. I mean, look at the design of this place. There's a good old Millennium Falcon, which I helped crash not too long ago. I think they did an outstanding job on this land, and I can't just wait to see what they do more with it. You guys, it's pretty fantastic. I could stay all day here and still find new things to look at. I'm so glad I came. Hey, thanks for sharing my Galaxy's Edge experience with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. There's more to come. I'm Ian, and that's my opinion. See you next time.